All right, guys, this is Dustin coming at you again. It is Christmas Eve, and the video I have for you is my top 5 recommendations for a Christmas fragrance. These are the ones I have chosen out of my collection that I have, and to me, when I think Christmas, I think spices, I think herbal, I think maybe some boozy vibes, just more dark, inviting tobacco, little bit all over the board, but with a key on spice. That's what comes to my mind when I think Christmas. Now, these are no in particular order of number 5 to number 1. These are just in random order of what I would choose to wear on Christmas. Now, for this top 5 list, it ranges from anywhere from maybe $35 clear up to $120. So there's kind of a good margin for what you're willing to spend for a fragrance. Now, for my first choice here, this has received a lot of hype. It is a cheapie. You could find it right in the mid-30s to mid-40s, depending on where you find it, for a 4.2 ounce bottle. Now, it is a coffee-based fragrance, but you do get a slight whiskey vibe. You do get some spice and a little bit of coffee, and the performance on it is really good. Now, the fragrance I am talking about is Halloween Man X. Now, with this one, I'm just going to run through it quick. You're going to get that kind of a roasted coffee, some vanilla, a slight whiskey woodiness in the background. I get 8 hours on this, no problem. And the scent trail is very nice on this one. So that is number 5 on my list, is Halloween Man X. Now, going up, this house is known for making some pretty good, strong fragrances at a somewhat affordable price in the $40 to $60 range. Now, this house that I'm talking about is Versace, and the fragrance I have chosen is Versace Euros Flame, the Eau de Parfum. Now, between this and the Eau de Toilette I have found has a more prominent rosemary note, which to me came across a little bit too strong. Now the rosemary note is toned back, and you get that creamy, soft, spicy with that rosemary note in there. And I think this hits kind of the nail on the head of what I would look for a reasonably priced designer fragrance with good performance that you can dress up, you can dress down. This is one of my signature scents. I wear this all year round, and for good reason. It's a great performer. The projection is fantastic. The performance is fantastic. And so that is number 4 on my list. Versace Euros Flames, the Eau de Parfum. Now, next on the list, this has received a lot of hype. It is a clone or an inspired by. Now, it is by the house of Roshas, and the fragrance I'm talking about, I'm sure you guys already know about it, is Roshas Mustache Eau de Parfum. Now, this comes across with a lot of good amber, some vanilla, a slight boozy note, and a little bit of spice. The atomizers on these are fantastic, and this is a 4.2 ounce bottle. Now you can find this in the $50 range roughly, and the performance is great. This isn't a monster in projection, but longevity, I get right about 8 hours. I still catch whiffs of it to that 8 hour mark. But the beauty in this is in the scent trail it leaves. It's not a monster projector. It's right about average in projection, but the scent trail it leaves is gorgeous. So this is my number 3 spot in my fragrances for Christmas. Now we are getting into a little bit more pricier options now on these last two. Now the next one fits the bill if you want like a tobacco, like a slight iris, a little bit of patchouli. This is what I would call an elegant fragrance, but you can dress it up, you can dress it down. And another one with this one, the beauty is in the scent trail. The fragrance I'm talking about is Bulgari Man in Black. Now what you're going to get off the top, you're going to get almost like a slight pepper, like patchouli, but you get a nice leafy tobacco mixed in with it. And when this dries down, the iris is going to come through with a little bit of spice. And I get almost a suede leather in the background that surrounds all of it with the iris. And this fragrance is beautiful. And it's one that I definitely recommend. On discounters, I think you could find this in that $60 range, roughly. But if you're going to pay retail, expect to pay in that $90 to $100 or a little more range for a 3.4 ounce bottle. Now, this is the one we've all been waiting for. Now, for me, this is going to be the one I am going to wear on Christmas. Now, this one comes in that $100 price range or above, and it is by a well-known perfumer, Maison Margiela. Now, the fragrance I'm talking about is Jazz Club. Now, Replica Jazz Club, you're gonna get a nice boozy, almost like a rum vibe, with vanilla surrounding a lot of it, with a soft leather and vanilla in there. And longevity, right about 7 to 8 hours. The projection is right about average, slightly above average in that first hour and a half on me. Now, the beauty of this, again, is in the scent trail it leaves. Now, this one, I have received a handful of compliments on this in the short time I've owned it. It is a beautiful fragrance, and this is going to be my go-to for Christmas this year. So this has been my top 5 list. If you guys have any questions, message me in the comments, and you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you guys.